Sawadika, a very good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World Tonight. I'm Nabunag.
I'm Tulip Naksompoplao.
And the big story for today, because the governor of Samut Sakhon has been infected with COVID-19 today. And the governor, Wirasak Wichitsangsi, has tested positive for COVID-19, while the public health minister, Anutin Chan Wirakul, and senior officials who were in Samut Sakhon on Sunday for a meeting with the governor have been quarantined. The CCSA spokesman, Dr. Tawisin Wisnuyotin, told a news conference this morning that those who were within 5 meters of the governor for more than 15 minutes and did not wear face masks have been classified as a high-risk group and told to undergo immediate screening. He also said other officials in the meeting room have been told to work from home and to monitor their health, wear face masks and observe social distancing, adding that Anutin has confined himself to home and has undergone a test. Meanwhile, Anutin's aide said the minister's test results cleared him of the disease, but he will take a second test in 5 days. Dr. Tawisin added that Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has expressed concern for those infected and instructed officials in Samut Sakhon to do their best to contain the spread of the virus.
Talking about Samut Sakhon toward the last weekend, actually starting since Thursday, Friday, Samut Sakhon has set up a field hospital at the Shrimp Central Market, which will be managed by Bamrat Naradun Hospital. The Public Relations Department of Samut Sakhon Province handed out the video footage showing about 30 beds were installed and medical staff working round the clock to treat workers who live isolated around the market. There will be both outpatient department and inpatient department, OPD and IPD, capable as much as a community hospital. However, patients with severe symptoms will be sent to bigger hospitals in Samut Sakhon. And in Bangkok, the City Hall spokesperson Pongsakorn Kwanmueang said today that 19 new COVID-19 cases were recorded today, raising the number of infections in the capital to 94 since December 20th. Among the 19 new cases, 10 of them are linked to the outbreak in Samut Sakhon, while another 9 cases are under investigation. Subsequently, Bangkok orders high-risk venues, including horse racetracks, cockfirings, any other kind of animal games venue, and service venues such as massage parlors, to close until January 4th. Theaters and cinemas are still allowed to operate, but under very strict health guidelines.
And in the eastern province of Rayong, a 45-year-old man died from COVID-19 this morning, becoming Thailand's 61st coronavirus fatality. The Deputy Minister of Public Health, Sathit Pitu Techa, said today that the man worked as a car park staff for the illegal gambling den in Rayong city center, which local health officials said was responsible for at least 85 confirmed cases in the province. He also had diabetes and heart disease beforehand. In the central province of Nakhon Nayok, the baby son of an infected seafood vendor tested positive for the virus on Sunday. He is now being treated at a provincial hospital, bringing the number of infections in that province to 2. 10 others classified as being at high risk have been cleared of the virus but remain in quarantine for 14 days. A new case was also reported in both Narathiwat and Chiang Mai provinces on Sunday. In the southern border province of Narathiwat, the new case is a 60-year-old woman who contracted the virus from her infected son in Songkhla province, who attended a party with other big bite enthusiasts on Lanta Island in Krabi province last week. And the Chiang Mai case was linked to an infected man from Rayong province.
All of these cases just to show how each province is actually connected to each other.
Yes.
How important Samut Sakhon is to the rest of the country, and also when it happened in the south in one province, it also expand to others. So total today, Thailand record 144 new cases of the COVID-19. CCSA announced earlier that 115 of them are local infections and 14 migrant workers and 15 quarantine arrivals. Among the 115 locally acquired cases, 41 are related to Samut Sakhon, 23 to an illegal gambling den in Rayong, province, 49 are under investigation, and 2 are in Bangkok. The 41 infections related to Samut Sakhon are from 9 provinces. There are Nakhon Pathom, Bangkok, Samut Prakan, Pathum Thani, Nonthaburi, Nakhon Nayok, and Sukhothai, Samut Sakhon, of course, and Lopburi. Where the other 23 infections linked to the gambling den in Rayong province consisted of 21 new cases in Rayong, 1 in Chonburi, and another in Chiang Mai. At the same time, 15 new imported cases are quarantined arrivals from Switzerland, Netherlands, Nepal, the United States, India, Germany, Japan, the United Kingdom, Denmark, and Turkey. The new cases today brought the total number of infections in the country to 6,285, with 19 new recoveries.
And today, according to the CCSA tally, it actually said that there are no new fatalities, but that does not include the recent death in Rayong yet. So that might be included in tomorrow's tally. So in light of the incident in Rayong province, the police commander has been removed over the gambling-related COVID-19 incident here. The provincial police chief of Thailand's eastern province of Rayong has been removed from his post and transferred to work at the operations center of the Royal Thai Police, known as a graveyard for police officers under investigation for alleged misconduct for gross negligence of duty. The abrupt transfer of Police Major General Papatdet Ketpan was ordered by the National Police Chief, Police General Suwat Jangyot after 85 people in the province were found to be infected with COVID-19, a cluster of infections linked to an illegal gambling den. The same order also assigned Police Major General Mana Inpitak, Deputy Commissioner of Region 2 Provincial Police Bureau, to take over from Police Major General Papatdet in an acting capacity until a permanent replacement is appointed. The police chief also ordered the Police Inspector General, Police General Wisanu Prasad Thong Osot, to investigate any illegal gambling dens in the province and to report back to the police chief within 3 days. Earlier, Police Major General Papatdet had claimed that there were no permanent illegal gambling dens in the province, adding that only 7 people linked to illegal gambling were infected, and that could be a small gambling group which changes location very often to avoid police detection.
So back to related to COVID-19, when we talk about preventive measures, right now what we can do is social distancing, wearing masks, washing hands, but one thing that the whole world is waiting for is an effective vaccine, which a lot of company is raising to make it happen. And you hear the news, other countries in the world starting to acquire more vaccine. But for in Thailand today, the Reuters reported that a private Thai hospital was ordered to stop advertising COVID-19 vaccinations for sale in advance on the grounds that no vaccine is yet approved in Thailand. That hospital is Vipawadi Hospital. The hospital told Reuters that the online offer for 1,000 initial reservations for the 2-dose Moderna vaccine had been the result of a misunderstanding. With reservations priced at 4,000 baht, a total cost of getting vaccinated would have been 10,000 baht, or about $330. The Ministry of Health said in a statement that no COVID-19 vaccine had been approved for use in Thailand yet, and that advertising one violated hospital regulations. The ministry said that the removal of the advertisement was ordered. The director of Vipawadi Hospital, Dr. Chaisit Kupiwat, told Reuters that there was a misunderstanding, and so they have stopped the program. They did plan to order the vaccines, but now they have stopped. The hospital had sought reservations by January 31st for vaccinations later in 2021. However, Moderna did not respond to the immediate question by the Reuters for the comment on this news. Moderna's vaccine this month became the second to get emergency use authorization from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration after the Pfizer and BioNTech vaccine. Moderna has said that it will deliver approximately 20 million doses to the U.S. government this year, and is expected to have between 100 million and 125 million delivered globally in the first quarter of 2021. In August, Moderna said it was pricing its vaccine at $32 to $37 per dose for smaller deals.
And that's the latest on the COVID-19 vaccine. And what you may have noticed today, Thai PBS World has officially launched its special news service in Myanmar language. The Myanmar language service by Thai PBS World has been launched today to specifically target Myanmar communities in Thailand and to give the latest updates on the COVID-19 situation. That includes a live program presented mainly in Myanmar language with additional explanations in Thai and in English, which we have seen a couple hours ago. And meanwhile, Thai PBS news programs already introduced its Myanmar language service last week by offering simultaneous translations of the CCSA's daily briefings to inform Myanmar communities on the latest updates as well as preventive measures. You can catch the latest updates in Myanmar language through these channels. One of them is www.thaipbs.or.th/live, as well as Facebook, YouTube, and website covid19.thaipbs.or.th/Myanmar.
And also on Thai PBS World as well. Today, just a couple of hours earlier, we also have the Myanmar language show. Hopefully, this content will be able to reach Myanmar worker in Thailand and Myanmar citizen in Myanmar themselves that want to know what's going on in Samut Sakhon specifically and overall in Thailand, and what we are doing to contain the spread, contain the outbreak and the situation.
And just so you know, the Myanmar language edition of Thai PBS World will be tomorrow and Wednesday around 5 p.m. But please do not forget Thai PBS World Tonight every weekdays at 7 p.m. on our Facebook channel as well as YouTube as well. And besides this, we also have a Thai version at 8 p.m. as well, which will be focusing on international affairs. So don't forget 3 of our live programs on Thai PBS World.
Besides that, you can follow our news on Facebook and on Twitter and also on our website.
And that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World Tonight. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow. สวัสดีค่ะ